What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so it's been a while. It has, but I'm in a bit of a better place at the minute. Close to, anyway, close to. So, bring you up to speed with where we are. Now, we're a bit all over the place. So, what I'm going to do is go through the cars and where we go from here. And I think some of you are going to go, oh, God, not again. Because it's happening again. Right, so basically what we're going to do. This is the BM. I'm not showing much of this car because my buddy he's not really into showing everything. So what we've done, gusset up the front, we have removed the secondary bulkhead that runs all the way around this section. We've moved that, so we've got the bulkheads further back now, so the engine can move back. We've got a full T45 cage in there. So these are the original T45 tubes. Then these are extras that I've added to triangulate the strut tops to help with deflection. Also, because we've removed that, it does add more strength back into the chassis itself. So this is a full cage, T45, all migged, all gusted up. What I've also done is the back. Hang on, let me give me some forward. We have took a lot of weight out of this car as well. So these M3s suffer with this rear end ripping out of the car. So what I did is normally here there's a skin that comes down. Yeah, it's like you chop that out, and then what you're left with is two pieces. That is original, and that is original. That's round thing sticking up, and that is boxed in, sort of, with a bit of weld around the top, and it's weak as shit, right? And it splits up there. You can sort of make it out, and it splits all around the front. So then this becomes loose. So what you do is you chop as much out as you can. You chop across there and across the top, leaving the back and the original base of that. What I should have done is recorded this as I was doing it, but I didn't. Then this is 50 by 1 inch 3mm wall box section, which we all know is quite strong. You put a 1 inch hole in the top and I think it's a 30mm hole in the bottom, right? Because this round thing here isn't round all the way down. It mushrooms out. So this is sitting on top of that mushroom, if you get me. Then all this is bead welded in. That's bead welded. Underneath has been re-bead welded. Then you cap off the sides here. All that's welded. All that's welded. Then this is welded into the back of the cage and then gusseted on the top. We also chopped out the middle section and remade the floor underneath. So his carbon boot floor is going to come across and go on there. So that is how I've done these back.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you. Go away.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, that is how I have strengthened the back end on the M3. It's very simple to do once you've cut all the top out. It's literally just drop it in, weld it in, and that stops the twist and the movement. And you've got to plate the sides as well. So that's basically how I've done that. Battery tray has been redone. All the brackets there, the little bits that come up there, all that's chopped out. That little bracket's gone. Every bracket you can think of has been taken off that we do not need. The roof's gone. The inside rear quarters have all been chopped out because the air jacks have got to go in there. I haven't got the air jacks yet. That is what I'm waiting for now. Wait for air jacks, seat mounts, and the strut tops left to do. But she's come out really well. I'm quite chuffed with how it's turned out. Yes, we're making some modifications, but yeah, I'm quite chuffed with it. The steering column is in. Well, it's not in. It's just a dud. But that's Endaf Owen's steering column bracket. We have got a 1-inch spherical looking bearing looking thing, you know those? So you make an adapter plate for it to fit over the original hole. This is 3/4 inch CDS column. I am waiting for the parts to come to go from there to there. So this is literally just sitting in the hole. Yeah? Oh, bugger. You know, so that is just sitting there waiting for the bits. Yeah? What else we got? The top of the tunnel is cut out. So that is trimmed right back, riv nutted. That is aluminium. It's like an aluminium sheet. But he wants to do carbon. So I've just quickly made that to cover the hole so I don't keep bloody hurting myself on it. And he can use that as a template if he needs to. Pedal box is in. That's a plate that's underneath there, 5mm plate, which is tied into the chassis leg underneath it. So it ain't going anywhere. And if we are looking at steering column positioning, a lot of people get this wrong. Your steering column should run in between your clutch and brake pedal. So your steering column wants to be about there. That is, so when your right leg is hard on that brake pedal, your right leg is straight. Do you understand what I mean? So you get maximum efficiency on your brake pedal. What else? Oh, the chassis legs. That plate there. And this plate there. Basically, you put a hole in the chassis leg. And then you come around here. You put a hole in the chassis leg. A hole there. Then she comes through and mounts to the bottom of the roll cage. Then you gusset it all up. That's all 3mm gusseted. So 3mm there. We are 3mm on the front and the back of the chassis leg. And that's 1-inch CDS tube. And you wouldn't believe how much strength that adds to these chassis legs. The person whose car this is, he knows these E46s like the back of his hand. That is, he definitely 100% wanted that. It put so much strength into the chassis that it was a must. So I've done that. Don't get me wrong, it was a pig. It was an absolute pig. So I've been waiting for air jacks, seat mounts, because I've got to sink the seat mounts into the floor to get it as low as I can. So I'm waiting for them. That's why these holes are still here. Really, that's about it. The strut tops, the Evo strut tops, I haven't got yet. But I might do them at his house. Because when it leaves here, it needs to roll. Yeah? So yeah, that's the M3. Where we are at the moment. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. It's took an awful lot longer than I was expecting. Yeah, an awful lot longer than I was expecting. I did expect this to be gone. But waiting for parts and me not being well. I had 2 weeks off because I was bad. And you know what my health's like. So, right. Anyway, that's that car. Booster Mini. We've got plans. I am racing again on the 11th of June at Castle Combe. I have never raced there. So, I need to get this done quick because I need to get the booster in. Basically, sorry, I just had to check I was still recording. I need to do a gear change because it's quite a track. I'm changing the fuel tank, so I'm waiting for a fuel tank to come off End of Owens because he's now doing an 8-gallon tank. Well, my car roughly we worked out about a gallon a minute. 25-minute race, so I've only got a 20-litre tank. So, that's going. New tanks going in here. We are making some lightweight composite doors to try and shift more weight out of it. I have got to get in touch with a couple of my sponsors to see if they want to help cover the costs of a carbon roof with a chap I'm in talks with. What else? There's some other little bits and bobs we're doing just to try and make the car a little bit more light and efficient. These aluminium hubs are going to be going on my car. I'm still waiting to hear back off Mondo Sport about their steering arm kit. I think I can put their steering arm kit on these alley hubs and they will work with my car. That's the plan anyway. So I'm waiting.
Not sure I understand.
You sure?
Is there something else I can help?
That's the plan. We need to get weight out of my car, change the gearing. I know Castle Coombe's a fast circuit, and I am actually setting the gearing for more acceleration because I want to run through the gears faster. I weren't running out of gear. I was running out of power to pull me through the gear. So I'm changing the gearing back to the one I used at Brands Hatch when it played up and started slipping the chain. But this new chain, loads better. So yeah, there's plans, stuff's in working in order. So what now? There are plans. There's stuff going on. I can't figure the words out. Anyway, so where we go from here with the Busa is I'm going to push that car a bit more. I am actually in talks with a company that makes supercharger kits for the Hayabusa to whether we can come up with something to squeeze it into my Mini. They don't actually do a front wheel drive Hayabusa setup for a car. So it might be a bit of R&D for them as well. If you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I'll help you, you help me kind of thing. Right, so Busa. But that'll be a winter build anyway, the engine, because I just haven't got the money. Anyway, space frame. My chassis is still sitting here, and I have not touched it. But I am sorry to say, but it is now not mine. My buddy got in touch with me months back. He says, I want to build a chassis. Like, I want to build a car. Can you knock me up one of your frames? So I says, yeah. So it won't be long, a couple of months at best. I'll have mine pretty much rolling on the floor. It's taken so long to get this CAD done for these rear radius arm mounts and everything. The car's sat here for months. I didn't expect the CAD stuff to take this long. And the chapper says, I want a chassis. You know, can we crack on? So I've said, you know, all right, just have the one I'm building now because it's identical chassis centre. But my mate wants all-speed subframe. He's going to bring that down and we're going to graft that onto it. It's easier. I'll get the subframe to the point where it's on. Then he'll have to do the other little mods because we haven't got an engine and gearbox and all that. So he wants to do all that stuff. But yeah, so basically the space frame, we are now going to take the bar out the rear. You know, the one I put across the back there. And she's going to have radius arms on it. So all we've got to do is put radius arms on, finish the rear end, finish the front end. Quite a bit of work, I'm not going to lie, quite a bit of work. But there's loads of my chassis builds. But this one's going to be a little bit different with the all-speed subframe. Yeah? So anyway, that's where we are. The Gen 2 engine has just sat there, I haven't done nothing with it. I thought I'd bring you up to speed on where I am, what we're doing, because we need to start doing stuff. I have not been uploading at all. So, yeah, I'm sorry for that. I hope you're sticking with me. Don't forget where I am. And we have got to get some work done because we've got to hang this front subframe off this chassis and take this front subframe away, insert the all-speed subframe and mount that to the chassis instead of this subframe. Right then, I thought I'd just let you know where we are and what we're doing. And don't forget me. And we'll be racing again on the 11th of June at Castle Coombe if you want to come down. Well, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. See you later, people.